Welcome to an episode of Community Off the Cuff. Today we're sitting down with Shariff Fair. He's our brand new recruit. Get ready to meet him.
This podcast is brought to you by Connecticut RE/MAX Home Team. If you're considering selling your home, RE/MAX Home Team can help. With over 58 licensed agents and covering all of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, RE/MAX Home Team's strategic market presence attracts thousands of home buyers. Plus, their home selling techniques gets your home sold fast. Remember, real estate is the key to building long-term wealth. So call RE/MAX Home Team at 860-444-7362. That's 860-444-7362. Or visit them online at www.nxtlevelgrp.com. Remember, selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. That's RE/MAX Home Team for all your real estate needs.
Shariff, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm stoked on the gun show.
Me
It's
too.
awesome. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You've been working out hard at the academy?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. No days off.
None. What's that looking like right now?
The academy, it's definitely different. It's an interesting experience as well. I'm loving it though, and I can't wait to graduate and get on the road.
So day to day, is it what you thought it was going to be? Is it different?
Yes. Going into it though, I did not know what to expect. So far I have my days where they're tough. It's always learning. There's never a day when you're not learning something new, which I do enjoy. But so far it's everything that I've expected.
Cool. Awesome. So the whole idea today was to kind of, peek behind the curtain for anyone who wonders why we pick the shows that we pick. I think it'd be beneficial for people to know you before you're a police officer, before you're a Norwich cop, before, you're either, glorified or stained by the reputation that comes with wearing a uniform, depending on who's looking at it. So can you introduce yourself to that camera?
So what's going on, guys? Shariff Fair from Hartford, Connecticut, and soon to be Norwich Police Officer.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So Hartford, why Norwich?
Well, for me, Norwich is like a small Hartford. I did not want to go to Hartford just for the purposes that that's where I'm from and stuff like that. Nothing against Hartford or anything like that, by the way. But so far, the community, from what I've experienced, has been good. The department as well. Every time I go there, I feel like I'm already on the force and stuff like that. Yeah. Everyone that I've encountered has been super pleasing, or super pleasant, I should say. And I just enjoy it so far.
Cool. Why police work?
So for me, I'm first generation law enforcement in my family. I tried to join the Marine Corps. I could not join the Marine Corps because I got medically disqualified due to having one kidney. So it was a medical condition that I was born that way. So it was a medical condition that bumped me out. And I was going to use that actually to go into law enforcement. So it was something that I've always wanted to do. It just ended up taking a little bit longer than I expected. But I chose law enforcement, though, to be a role model for my younger brother and stuff like that. Growing up, I didn't really have too many role models besides my father. Yeah. And I wanted to do something that was honorable, and I felt like law enforcement was that for me. So that's why.
Yeah. No, that absolutely makes sense. What's your brother? Do you care if your brother's name goes on camera?
No. My little brother, Royce Mendez, he's 8 now, and he's crazy little guy.
He's crazy?
Yeah, he's crazy.
Why is he crazy?
He's just, he's your average little kid, He's always getting into stuff. He's always wondering, he's just a wild kid.
And just watching everything you do.
Yeah, he's just watching everything I'm doing. He's trying to be like me, which I do love and stuff like that. Because like I said, I didn't have too many role models. So if I can be that for him and, be a good image and be someone that he wants to be like, that means everything for me. What
would you like him to be like?
I would like him to be like me and stuff like that,
Future you.
Yeah, future me, you know what I mean? But no, I definitely want him to be his own self, be his own person. He's super creative. He loves to dance, he loves to sing. Yeah. When I tell you this kid, there's nothing that he can't do. And I don't know, I just want him to conquer the world, you know what I mean? I'll always be there to support him and stuff like that, but I definitely want him to be, someone that he's proud to be,
Yeah, that's got to be an interesting age gap too, because you're what, 23?
23.
And he's
soon to be 24. Yeah, he's 8 years old.
What's you?
But it's like,
yeah,
it's like he's already a teenager and stuff like that. Kids nowadays, for me, I feel like they're growing and learning a lot faster than we did, especially with like social media, technology, and stuff like that. I feel like that plays a major role, but he's a super smart kid.
Yeah, I think that does play a major role. I don't know what I think of it yet. I think it's cool that they have so much more information available to them.
Right.
But it demystifies things that maybe shouldn't be demystified that early in life. I mean, obviously there's the sexualization that goes on there, but other things too. I think kids are kind of burdened with concerns that we weren't.
Right.
Just by virtue of being on social media.
Right.
Is he on there?
On social media?
Yeah.
No, he's not on social media. No, I won't allow that.
Good. How long? When's the right time? Let me ask you that. Obviously, you care about your brother a lot. Like we have the discussion about my kids. It's like, well, my kids are very young, so I don't have to worry about it yet.
Right.
But it is something that we think about in the future. Like, when the kid comes asking for a phone and everybody in whatever grade has a phone.
Right.
Our answer's probably going to be no right off the rip because it's happening for the first time.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I think of the balance between sheltering them and letting them fit in with their friends. That's what I worry about.
For me, the right time, I can't really say. I mean, even now for me, it's like I'm not super big on social media. I do have it, but I necessarily don't feel like there's a right time.
Yeah.
Social media, I feel like it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like tainted kind of, or like made everything a lot more normal, for lack of a better word. Because like we're seeing everything that's gone on in the world, whether like good or bad and stuff like that. And I mean, for me, sometimes it's just like you see that stuff and you're like, wow, like this is on social media, whether like you're seeing someone get shot, you're seeing someone get stabbed, or right. I mean, you're seeing good days and stuff like that from people, but I just don't feel like kids should be seeing that. I mean, you can put parental controls on stuff like that, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, you can on the blood and gore
right.
and the misery of the world, you can. But I think you're right when you say normalizes, because it's also serves as this weird highlight reel.
Right.
It's unrealistic expectations. If you go on social media, you're just going to see something extreme, likely, right? That, or you're going to use it for what it was intended for, and you'll see the latest picture of your friends, right. Whatever it happens to be. And I think kids probably have a hard time living up to some of what they see on there, even when it comes to the good things, Like I think of, I love a trick shot TikTok. Like
no, those are sweet. Those are sweet. I'll never be able to do them, but they're definitely sweet.
Right. But it's always some insane performance, insane thing that some person's managed to pull off. And that's why it's on there in the first place. But if you just grow up with that, then, you very little frame of reference for what
right.
other people's lives actually look like,
right.
Especially at a time when you're, insecure anyway. If you're a teenager, particularly, you're a walking insecurity.
Right.
You must have grown up with it though, right?
What's that?
Social media.
Yes.
Really, internet. Like I think about it, I'm not that old, but it was a big deal when we got DSL internet. Which,
I don't even know what that is.
Right. Exactly.
No clue what that is.
Dial up, right? You had dial up internet, AOL, Prodigy, things like that. You probably never seen an AOL, right? No, it's a joke. I don't have an. I clown my parents for having AOL email addresses. And then after that, DSL came, and that was like the first version of cable internet, which meant it didn't take 45 minutes to load a web page.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine 45 minutes to wait for anything nowadays.
Right. Yeah, there's no way. No. I'm buffering for more than 3 seconds. I'm getting a little.
Yeah, I'm getting a little angry.
Getting irritated. So, for us, it was just different. You didn't have the same level of access, and we kind of grew up as the internet grew. And I wonder what it's like for somebody that had it from the time they were young. I would assume.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, it's easy access to everything. I did not have to worry about maybe buffering or anything like that. Internet has been super friendly. I mean, it helped me out in math class, definitely, for sure. You just look up math problems and stuff like that. But it's just, it's always been super convenient. You know what I mean?
Did you admit to that in your polygraph?
I don't know if it got asked, but, maybe.
You're still probationary? just saying.
Listen, cut that. But no, it's always been super convenient. It's been there, it's helpful. And I don't know, like, It's just, you never really thought about it. You know what I mean? It's just there. You know, you go on your phone, you can look up whatever you need to look up and stuff like
I
that.
guess that's what I mean. Like, nobody in your generation got the chance to like BS or call somebody out on BSing, because it's like, well, we can all just Google this right now.
Yeah, no,
It's strange.
Yeah, it's never been that, you know. Internet is just internet, you know. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I guess it's just a different experience growing up, I guess.
Yeah.
Were there any things looking back on that, growing up with the internet, that maybe kids are going through in our town now that I don't understand or know about? Because to me, like the first time I heard cyberbullying, even take that as an example, I was like, oh, well, Facebook isn't real. That's not real life. So good news, you can just delete that.
Right.
And you know, then you realize how big of a problem it is for some kids, and it's like, oh no, you've never known a world without social media or talking to your friends via the internet all the time. So I just wonder, like, what are the concerns that you saw growing up? Because, you know, you're not that far away from high school age, college age after that, you know, emerging adulthood, that people like me just don't get.
Like, as far as like cyberbullying and stuff like that, that's always going to be there. I feel like it's, like I said, it's become normalized.
Right.
You know, I mean, we see it. You got bot accounts on Instagram, like those little fake accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll comment something, you know, and people will just like either laugh at it or like just breeze right by it. It's very, very, very normal now, which is weird to me, because
The bots are normal.
Yes, that and like cyberbullying.
Right.
Growing up for me, like cyberbullying was kind of like a big thing. If you did it, you weren't cool. It's not like in the movies how you see where it's like, oh, that guy is cool for like bullying someone. Like, nah, like that wasn't cool, and you kind of got called out on it and stuff. But I mean, even on Xbox nowadays, like people will say something like super crazy on like Xbox, like gaming, like online gaming, and like it's normal. Like someone will say something back, and then like everyone's laughing now. So it's weird how this generation is now, for sure.
See, you say that, and it's weird to me. You go, oh, well, just like online gaming. And it was like, we dreamed that one day you could play with your friend while they were still at home and nobody had to get a ride to anybody else's house.
Right.
And now it's like, nobody sits in the same room and plays video games together.
No,
anymore.
not at all.
It's really weird.
Not at all. Everyone
us.
is like everyone is at home. You know, you just call your boy up, like, hey, dude, get online. We're about to
What are you
Call of
playing?
Duty. Me personally, I don't game anymore. I stopped.
You say that like it was a problem. This is like Gamers Anonymous.
No, I stopped gaming a long time ago, just for like reasons like gym. The police academy takes a lot of my time and stuff like that, whether it's like studying or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have too much time to game. But when I was gaming, it was a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was nasty at Call of Duty. Like, disgusting. It was crazy. I grew up playing a lot of Halo, too. My brother was really good at Halo. Like, he could have played competitively and stuff like that. But, yeah, that's what I played when I was gaming.
So an Xbox guy.
Yeah. Well, me,
With Halo, anyway.
he was an Xbox guy. I'm PlayStation all the way. PS5 all day.
Well, that's good to hear. That's me. So, actually, that's another interesting thing. Like, political climate surrounding policing and stuff. Like, you say something like, I used to play shoot 'em up video games. Like, do you think your desire to go into the Marines, anything like that, is affected by video games? Because people would have said the same to me when I was younger, but it was just not.
No, I feel like people will find like the littlest thing to like critique on or something like that.
He
used to play a bunch of Call of Duty.
Right.
I grew up in a big military family, so like that's why I wanted to go into the military.
Yeah, that makes
nothing
sense.
to do with like Call of Duty or anything like that.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. But it's one of those things that like I always try to like wonder ahead. Hey, when somebody goes to like, you know, poo whatever we're saying on here, what's it going to be? You know, kind of thing. Although everybody's been really great, I've found. Like you'll find that when you get here, there's a ton of support for us from the Norwich community. It's not adversarial like that. I always just wonder, like, you know, it is going out onto the big wide internet, and it's like, I wonder what the critique is.
Right.
And so maybe that's one. Maybe it's not. So you said you wanted to be part of an honorable profession.
Yeah.
Can you parameterize that for me? What do you mean by honorable? What makes it honorable?
I mean, dude.
Sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Well, I do mean to put you on the spot because I want to know, and I think like people want to know. Okay, well, this is why this guy thinks this. So,
well, I mean, for me, it's like you're going to see people. They say this all the time, but it's really a fact, and it's something that's stuck with me since I started the academy and stuff like that. But you're going to someone's like worst day. You know what I mean? We're doing a tough profession right now. You know, a lot of people don't want to do this job and stuff. I don't know why, because like for me, it's like I do believe this is probably like one of the best jobs. Like I haven't had too many jobs in my life. You know, I mean, I was a barista, bro. I was a host.
We just hired another barista. We swore one in today.
We actually did today. What else did I do? Oh, I was a supervisor at Amazon and stuff like that. But for me, this has really been the best job that I've had thus far. From like my ride-alongs and stuff like that. You just going to meet the people and stuff, you know, talking with them, you know, just having a casual conversation. Like they see you as a person, you know. They want something from you, whether it's like your help and stuff, you know, or to fix the situation, fix the problem. And that's something big. Like, you know, you're stepping up to the plate. You're taking a job that no one wants to do right now, you know, for certain reasons. I totally get. But that's not the case for everyone, you know. We have good people in this profession, I feel like.
We do.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
And for me, this is definitely one of the most honorable professions because it takes a lot to do this. You know, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good days. But you have to be a tough individual to do this.
Is that what makes it honorable? Is the self-sacrifice of it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What makes it honorable?
For sure. Definitely self-sacrifice, you know, whether it's like, I mean, I've talked to some of the guys at our department or like other departments. You miss birthdays, you know, you miss holidays and stuff like that. You know, you give up a lot for this career, you know, so I do feel like it's a very honorable career that not everyone can do.
That's good. It's nice to hear an impassioned answer about that. We have a lot of good new recruits in Norwich. Like we've been very fortunate over the past couple of years that the people that have made it on are like good, strong, solid people. But you ask around and a lot of what you're hearing from departments, and we've seen it in plenty of our own interviews, is people go, oh, well, there's good medical benefits and there's a pension, and people say things like that. And then they go, oh, well, you know, I think the working conditions would be good. I just don't really feel like being behind a desk.
Right.
Like, it's refreshing to hear somebody passionately say, no, it's a good thing to do. People need you. You're being functional in society. It's honorable. I rarely hear the word honorable thrown around anymore, and it's almost as if it's thought of as, I don't know, as corny or something like that. Like it's almost like it's thought of that way, and I don't know. I get disappointed at that. I'm like, well, no, why can't we speak earnestly about things and say, no, I want to be an honorable person or honest or self-sacrificing or whatever it may be. So I applaud that.
Thank you.
And I'm sure, I hope people at home feel the same way, because you can tell the sincerity of what you're saying, as you can most of the time. How'd you learn to be such a talker, by the way? Because that was the other thing I noticed. Like we get some recruits back and good people, but they don't have the same comfortability. They're not as comfortable speaking out loud, and you know, I think you spent probably an hour and a half in the chief's office before you're swearing in.
Yeah, I spent.
Most people would be nervous in that situation. Not you. You're out there. How'd that happen?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I mean, maybe from sports, whether it's like being a leader on the team. I personally do enjoy public speaking from a very young age. I remember being like 15, like 14 or 15. And I had to go talk in front of like my supervisors, like all my peers, like in an auditorium. And I was like standing at a podium, like delivering a speech. And I was just like, I felt so comfortable, you know, I felt good up there. So I don't know. I mean, it's just
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Like,
all right, take me back. First time you remember speaking publicly. Because this is fascinating to me. I've told you before, I'm a terrified public speaker. Right. I'm getting used to it over the past few years, but it's like always been my biggest fear. So first time you remember public speaking.
First time I remember public speaking. Maybe elementary school, delivering a project, or presenting a project, I should say. Yeah. And I mean, I stepped in front of my classmates. And I've always been someone that's like confident. Like I'm not cocky by any means. I'm definitely very confident in myself.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'm very, very, very confident in myself. And I mean, for me, it was like, hey, if I go up there and I mess it up, so be it, you know? At least I know that I did it. And yeah, I mean, that was really my whole outlook on it for public speaking or talking in front of people. It was like, if I go up there and I make a fool of myself, I did it, you know. There's some people that don't take that chance and stuff like that. And I went up there, and I mean, like I said, I felt good, you know. So it's always been something that just came to me with ease.
Okay.
I enjoy talking to people too. Like, I love
Yeah.
conversating.
Huh. What other things come with that? So, are you artistic?
No,
No.
I'm horrible at
What
art.
are you? Round us out here. If you had to describe yourself to like, you know what? You were on your weird little dating site when I met you. So give us,
You know the rundown.
yeah, without the sales pitch, because this is town and you're not meeting people to date.
Right,
but like,
right.
you know, if they wanted to know, they'd look on and they go, hey, what does Shariff's dating profile say?
Handsome for sure. Definitely got to start off with that one.
No, not cocky at all.
Funny, athletic, confident,
So you're athletic.
athletic.
Are you into style?
Oh, very stylish. Yeah,
Stylish.
I love to dress. I can
All right.
dress for sure. What else do we got? I don't know. I'm a simple dude. There's not too much to me. That's
No?
it. Yeah, no, that's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I got for you, honestly.
Funny, confident, handsome, stylish, and
All the positive attributes.
all the.
All the positives.
Roughly think of anything positive, and you know.
That's me. No, I'm a simple dude. I mean, I'm an open book. You know, what you see is what you get. You know, that's really it with me.
Right.
So, I mean, whatever you see. I don't really know. I hate that question. I really don't like talking about myself. 'Cause I can never know what to think of. So yeah. I don't know.
No, that's fair. Nobody actually likes talking about themselves.
Yeah.
So you just get better at answering the question over time.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. What's Inaka Power?
Oh, Anaka Power. This is it's a fitness brand. They've worked with my brother and stuff like that. Because my brother does own a gym,
Yeah.
and he has a whole fitness brand, The Lost Breed. So they sent him like a little care package and stuff. So I got.
Wait, he's got his own brand?
Oh yeah.
Shout it out. Maybe people will buy it.
The Lost Breed. They're from West Hartford, so they're local and stuff like that. Check them out if you get a chance. There's gear, supplements, workout programs. So if you're looking to change your life, go check them out.
Supplements.
Yeah.
What kind of supplements you got going on?
Not steroids.
Clearly, because we had to test you.
And I passed.
Well, we test everybody.
Yeah.
But he passed.
I passed for sure.
Yeah.
But no, protein powders, pre-workouts. They're plant-based, so
Okay.
yeah, all natural. Yeah, that's about it. And then, like I said, they got workout gear, so like your shirts, your shorts, bracelets, yeah, all that good stuff. Hoodies.
And they're local.
Yeah, they're local from West Hartford, born and raised.
Oh, right on. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool
pretty
to have
sweet.
that around. And probably cool to have it in the family, too, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
get, like, hooked up, free supplements all the time and stuff like that? Is that where the guns
yeah.
come from?
That's definitely where the guns come from. No, I don't really take supplements too much. I'm really big on like being like natural. You
Yeah.
know, eating. You know, I eat a lot for sure. But yeah, they're good guys, good group of guys.
That's cool. I never got into the supplement thing myself either. It just
Yeah,
didn't-
no, you just gotta eat. A lot of people think you need to take a bunch of supplements and stuff to get big or something like that.
I feel like you're cheating. Like, and I know it's not against the rules cheating, but I feel like, well, you know,
Depending
this is
on
exaggerated.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, depending on what you're taking and stuff like that. Supplements, I'm not gonna knock supplements. Supplements, they have their place. You know, same way eating has its place.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, for some people, they think you have to take a million supplements to either get strong and stuff like that, get big. Where it's really all you gotta do is eat.
what kind of fitness stuff do you do?
I do powerlifting.
Okay.
So all your squatting, benching, deadlifting, that's really it. I used to do like the bodybuilding stuff. That didn't really work out too much for me. I'm not even big. Like, I don't think I'm big personally. I'm
Right.
very strong though, for sure. So yeah, powerlifting has definitely been my thing as of lately. So
What do you like about it? Because I think lifting's boring. I always wonder when
What?
people like lifting so much. Like,
you
what-
think lifting is boring?
I do.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it's painstakingly boring. It's something that I've done sporadically here and there when I needed to for a reason.
I love the way it makes me feel and look, for sure. I don't know. It's just something about the weights. Like, you know how everyone has their thing that they go to, you know, that they enjoy. That's what weights are for me. You know, like being in the gym, it's like a second home.
Yeah.
You know, I love lifting heavy things. You know, I love pushing my limits, seeing what I can do. And that's the plan for this year. I do plan on competing in USAPL at some point if I can. But yeah,
How do you stack up there from what you've researched?
Oh, I definitely have to get my bench up for sure. For my weight class, I'm around 180, 185.
Yeah.
So my squat is 505 right now. My bench is 315. Deadlift is 555. But in order to like, those are actually pretty solid numbers, though, I should say. And I think I would actually do pretty decent in a real meet. But I definitely have to get the bench up for sure. Because like there's guys who are like benching like 350 and stuff like that. So
At your weight?
yeah.
That actually sounds doable. Yeah. The rest of it, like 505 sounds absurd to me.
Oh, no, that was nuts. That was a crazy day because I hit 500, which was a PR. And then my friends were like, no, like do 505. I was like, man, I don't really know if I could tap that. And then they were like, nah, you could tap it. So threw it on there and I went down and I came back up, you know. So I didn't think I was, though, honestly.
Right.
It came up kind of slow.
Good day. But hey, you got it there, right?
Yeah, it came up, though. So that was a good day. That was all PR days are like really, really good days. Those are like the best days. So actually, the day I hit 505, I hit 305 on bench, and then that was a PR. And then recently, like 2 weeks ago, I hit 315 on bench. So I got a new PR.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
So that's what you've been focusing on lately, outside of obviously your studies for the academy and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's really all I do is lift, honestly. Like, if I'm not at the academy or at the department, I'm at the gym. You know,
Right.
And then like I'm at home watching like First 48.
So fill people in on what the academy looks like in person now. What's your day-to-day there?
Oof.
I have some idea, but
Yeah. Day to day is classroom, depending on the day.
what time you getting up?
Oh, I'm waking up 5:30 the latest. I'm different though.
And you're commuting, right?
I commute, yeah. Some people they'll wake up at like 6:30, 7 maybe. That's pushing it for me. I'm a person who likes to be on time. Like really, really on time. I'm always super early to stuff. So I'm waking up 5:30, getting ready, breakfast, commuting to the academy. It's like a 15-20 minute drive for me.
Oh, that's close. That's nice.
Yes, super, super sweet. So it's not too bad. So and then people are always like, dude, if you live that close, why are you waking up super early? I don't know. That's just me. I'm very
Right.
big on being a morning person.
I mean, when you live there, that's what time they're waking you up.
You know what I mean?
5 or 5:30, yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So we're there for 7. March up 7:30. We're hitting the barracks. I do honor guard, so I'm putting up the flags and stuff like that in the morning. After that, we're in class for 8:10. Learning about whatever the day consists of. You know, whether it's like motor vehicle stuff, penal code stuff, and then lunch at 12. More classroom stuff, and then that's really the day. And then we get out 4:30. So
Oh, that's not too bad. So do they PT you guys there right now, or you have to do that on your own?
we PT Tuesdays, Thursdays. You should be PTing on your own.
Yeah,
'Cause
two days a week isn't enough.
no, it's not going to cut it. So I definitely recommend for anyone that's trying to go into this field to start training now. You're definitely going to want to train. So you're running, you're lifting. Because you're only PT in those 2 days. So
Right.
definitely get it in.
What's your favorite subject so far?
Favorite subject.
If you have one.
Honestly, I've gravitated towards motor vehicle stuff. I don't know why.
That's weird.
But yes.
So boring.
Yes. But the training officer that teaches it, he's a great guy. And I don't know, he's made me gravitate towards it. So motor vehicle law is definitely something that I enjoy. And let's see what else we got there.
I mean, motor vehicle stops, even though they're not particularly glorious, they lead to pretty much everything else.
Right. Yeah.
And at some point, even during high level investigations, you're going to need to do that.
Right.
Right. Like that's something worth being squared away. I've known a lot of people that really liked working traffic.
Yeah. What was yours?
That's a good question. I mean, now I really love the de-escalation stuff because I think it's so interesting.
Oh, that was super sweet.
I like the police and the public stuff. I think that's interesting. Like anything that has to do with dealing with people or subtleties. Like I loved interview and interrogation. When I was there, it was probably that was my favorite favorite thing was interview and interrogation, just because it's like a puzzle. It's like a little game that you play. Like, okay, can I balance the conversation in my head over here and read the body language at the same time and deliver the correct response without being robotic? Yeah. And to me, that's something that just, I think it doesn't come super naturally. So working at it is a lot of fun because I can see progress, whereas, you know, you're an excellent communicator from day one, right? So it's probably not as interesting because those are things you probably do naturally, but those are things that I had to like learn. Right. You know, I grew up with animals, like not people.
Yeah,
I don't mean my family or animals. I just mean like grew up on a farm and like we're around animals out in the sticks. So it's like, I don't know. I was just never a social butterfly really. So learning how to navigate any of that stuff, I think is super interesting.
Yeah, I was definitely a social butterfly, as you say.
Well, that's weird too. Like, what's it like growing up in Hartford? Because to me, I go like, I would never want to live anywhere bigger than Norwich. Not even close. I prefer smaller. But I got to imagine it's got its vibrancy, right?
Yeah, it's a big, crazy city for sure. I grew up on the north end of Hartford. It had its moments, you know, it had its wild days. I mean, I played in the park, you know, with, you know, you name it, all kinds of guys, you know, good guys, bad guys, and stuff like that. I played basketball with them. They knew that I was not a part of like that lifestyle or anything like that.
Yeah. So they respectful of that?
Oh yeah. They always made sure to keep me out of that stuff. And they knew, like, I went to Enfield High and stuff like that. You know, they knew I didn't go to like Hartford schools, you know, so they kept me squared away, you know, which was like super surprising because like you always see in the movies where it's like you'll have like those guys in the neighborhood, you know, and they'll like grab that kid, you know, and try to make that kid live that kind of lifestyle. Whereas like for me, it was like, nah, like we know you're not like that. Keep hooping, you know, keep running track or something, keep playing your sports, you know, and they always showed me love, you know. They made sure I was
That's cool.
Good. Yeah, so it was super sweet. Super sweet. But yeah, you learned a lot, you know, you saw a lot and stuff, but I mean, I'm here now, you know. So.
Right. You lose any friends since you started? I know all of us at some point, like, I don't know how early it happens, whether it's while you're in the academy or when you hit the road or when it happens, but at some point, like, people in your life start to treat you differently and some people start to fade away and disappear or whatever. Have you experienced any of that yet?
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely lost friends. It is what it is, you know what I mean? For me, I tell them, even like my good friends, I've told them like, this isn't really a job now, you know, like this is a lifestyle, you know? So it's like, I can't go out all the time with you guys, you know? And some have respected that, some haven't respected that, you know, and those are the ones that I had to cut off, which is like, okay, you know, because for me, I've always told myself like people come and go, and if they're meant to be in your life, then they will be. Yeah. So yeah, I've definitely lost friends. Yeah. I've definitely gained friends. So. And
then do you have any that stuck around but treat you different now?
No.
That's a weird thing that happens.
No. All my friends that I have now, they've been with me for years. They're like family. Like I don't even consider them friends. Like I call their mom. They call my mom. So, yeah. And all my friends are like kind of older a little bit. Yeah. They have like families and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What are you doing? You starting a family?
No.
Is that something you want to do?
No, I'm not starting a family. But
are you gonna? Do you want to?
No, not anytime soon.
People in Norwich know your hopes and dreams here.
Oh, no, not anytime soon. Hopes and dreams though for Norwich.
Give me 5 years. Where are you 5 years from now?
5 years from now.
Where are you living?
Probably somewhere in the area. You know, maybe Norwich.
Okay.
You never know. But maybe Sergeant. I definitely want to do what you do.
Not in 5 years.
I would like to though. We'll see though. But I would like to definitely be in the training division, like the recruiting and training division.
Yeah.
Because like I've enjoyed it, like being in the process. I got to see how you guys work, how you guys operate and stuff like that with it. So for me, that was big. That's definitely something that I want to do. I mean, I don't know. We'll see where I'm at in 5 years from now. I couldn't tell you. You know, I can't speak for the future.
No idea.
You know, but I'm a day by day person. You know, I take it one day at a time.
No, that makes sense. That's a smart way to be.
Yeah.
And then you're also not disappointed. you
Yeah.
know? And not that you will be. I'm sure wherever you want to go here, you're going to do fine. Like
Yeah.
everybody so far thinks very highly of you, which
sweet.
is unusual, right? It's unusual to have somebody still in this phase of the process where people are like, oh yeah, no, I like that guy. Like I like, because you've been putting yourself out there.
Right.
And I think that makes a difference. So I'm sure whatever it is you decide, you'll make your way there as fast as anyone can make their way there.
Right. That's the plan. You know, just keep working hard, and try to make an impact. Like for me, that's if I had to say where I want to be in 5 years, or what I want to do in 5 years, it's make an impact on the community. I want to be the guy that everyone knows, people can go to and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you mean by make an impact.
Right.
All right. So you want small town feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want people to know your name when you walk down the street and you know theirs, and you have that kind of
Yeah.
interaction.
So I guess you could say I definitely would like to get into the community policing thing as well.
Sure.
I feel like that's something that I would definitely excel at. So yeah.
Right on. Yeah. I mean, and that's the interesting thing about this job is it's so varied that you can kind of pick which direction you want to go at any given point in your career. Like you don't need the title community policing officer to do it.
Right.
We've got guys that are community policing officers that they're years away from being able to get in the unit.
Right.
But the way they conduct themselves, it's like, no, they are that person.
Right.
And you can even do it for midnights. Midnights makes it harder. You're gonna have to work some overtime.
I'm gonna say
Midnights makes some of that stuff tough.
I don't really know how much of community policing you'll be doing on midnights, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you're going through these 5 years, and we're going to make you come back in and check in with you to find out where you are and all these stuff, all those steps along the way. What can the department do to make that happen for you?
The biggest thing I feel like is support, and that's in every job that you have. I feel like if you have a good support system, then you can really go anywhere you want. So as long as you have the support, and you have the people to back you, I feel like that's really all I would need, because I don't really need too much,
What would you want from the community?
To accept me, it's a very difficult time to be doing this job, but that's all I could really ask for. When you see me, just accept me for who I am, because I'm going to accept you for who you are and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I could ask for.
So somebody watches this, next time they see you out on the street or when you leave the academy, you're on the street, they can come up and say, what's up?
Oh yeah, for sure. See me out there and stuff like that. I don't bite or anything like that. Just come up to me, talk to me. I'll definitely have a conversation with any and everyone.
Cool.
So yeah.
Right on. And that's the kind of thing that we're hoping to have happen, especially getting you the introduction here, right?
Right.
I don't know who's going to watch it.
Right.
Maybe nobody.
Yeah, maybe no one, but hey,
And by this time, maybe they've all tuned out.
Right.
But who knows? It'll be interesting. What's your family think of all of it? Obviously,
Oh, man,
you had a good showing at your swearing in.
Yeah. The only person that wasn't here was my father, because he's out in Florida and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Working. But my family, they love it, man.
Yeah.
My father told me, he's like, I'm keeping the family name alive. So that was big for me,
Sure.
And
yeah, that's a big thing to say.
Yeah, that was big. So, my uncle, he penned me. He's actually the one who talked to me about going into this profession and stuff like that. Because he's always been someone who he didn't do certain things in his life, so he always gave me the tools necessary to get there,
Yeah.
But my family has been very, very supportive. My mom, she's going to be a mom, she's always going to worry, but she's proud of me. And
Did she watch a video of you getting tased yet?
oh, dude, she was going crazy. She was like, my baby. She's like, I'm going to call your sergeant. But I'm like, Ma, relax. Like, it's okay. I'm okay. It's a safe environment. It's a training environment. You're good.
Yours is my favorite tasing that I've ever seen. That's going to be your ringtone. We're playing that at your retirement party.
Dude, do not play that video back.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I'm going to show it to Justin when we get off camera. It was such an outstanding reaction.
That was...
You can email it to me.
That was a wild day. No. But yeah, my family has definitely been super supportive. And I couldn't be more thankful for that, especially my father. Man, I've always just wanted to make my dad proud.
Yeah.
Because that's a very, very that's a good man. He's a great guy. He is the example of what a man should be.
Yeah.
So to have him say that to me, that was big.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That meant a lot.
It's about the best compliment you could throw to a father, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Any dad, for
Yeah.
that matter, So cool. Is there anything you want to leave people with as we're like winding down Norwich?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say this.
Tell it to them.
Norwich, best police department. If you're looking to join this career, definitely come here for sure. Sergeant Rankin's great guy. Investigator DuPont, better guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
These guys are both great guys, but
No
seriously.
accounting for taste.
But I mean, I don't know. All I can really say is when I get out there, don't be afraid to say, hey, I'll definitely have a conversation with you. Looking to, I don't know, join the community, and I mean, that's really all I got.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
That's been Community Off the Cuff.